Good day everyone, and welcome to Backyard Gardening with Diane. Our featured herb for today is rosemary, and rosemary is fiercely independent and very versatile. Rosemary is a perennial, meaning that it comes back every year, and it does stay green all winter long. Very easy to care for. Does prefer full sun. However, it will thrive in partial shade. This plant is on the shaded side of my property, and it's doing very well. It does, however, like a well-drained soil. The roots does not like to sit in water. And although this is on the shaded side of the house, and you can see from the moss on the ground, does not get sun all day long, it is in a raised area, and therefore the soil drains very well. It has a lot of new growth, and I have already trimmed quite a bit of this plant so far this spring. Has a lot of new growth and tender shoots, and this is the area that would be used for clippings if you're going to cook with this herb. Rosemary does very well in soups and stews and casserole. It does well on meats of all kinds: dark meat, red meat or white meat, fish, seafood. You would take the tender shoots, the leaves would be chopped. The aroma is to die for. I recently picked some branches from the tree, put it in a pot of water on the stove, boiled it for several minutes, and the aroma just filled the area. When you first plant rosemary, it may start off rather slowly. This plant is probably about 5 years old. First purchased it in a 3-inch pot. Then I placed it on the ground, and now it's about 2 feet tall, and it could easily, the size could easily double. I'll never be out of rosemary with simply having one plant. And you can propagate this plant by taking a more mature twig, place that in water, and in a little while you'll see roots start coming up. So you can share this with friends and family by giving them a rosemary plant. It's from the mint family, and it makes a wonderful tea. Try that, just steep that, a lovely tea. And so when I say rosemary is independent, she grows without much care, much hoopla. If you get just standard amounts of rain, you don't even have to water. But if you get a particularly dry spell during the summertime, you can water maybe once per week. She stays green all winter. There's always a twig that you can pull off if you need a little rosemary in the winter time. She does her thing on her own. You do not have to fuss over her. She's beautiful, isn't she? Rosemary is said to have medicinal properties. It's an anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. The oils are extracted and used in cosmetics, used in hair products, used in fragrances. It is said to be good for the digestive system. Follow your medical protocols. But rosemary is a wonderful herb, easy to grow. You should have it around the house, if only for the beautiful smell. And in the springtime, it does produce a nice, pretty blue bloom, and you'll have the insects buzzing around, the bees. And so everyone benefits when you have plants that are in bloom. That helps the ecosystem. Enjoy your rosemary. Put that on your list of to-do items this spring. This is Diane's Backyard Garden. Thank you for sharing my rosemary with me.